Hello everyone and welcome back to $10 Million Farm series. Today we are starting off by starting up the Fend and taking off the seed bags because we overbought in the last episode and now we need to store them somewhere since we need the flatbed trailer empty. I think it would be easier to use the skid steer to unload them. But first I need to unstrap them. Well, let's find out if it can even lift high enough to take them off. Oh, if you see some stuttering, it's because I updated the game, but it should stop though. Moment of truth. And it's done it. Just barely though. Now, where should I put them at? I guess I could just have them over here in front of the bales. What was I thinking? Why did I have to buy so many of them? Oh, 2 might be a bit too much for the little skid steer. Yeah, it can't lift them. It's a shame. So that means we will need to use the Fend nonetheless. So you can go back to being parked and I'll continue with the Fend. There we go, just 3 left. Although I might leave one on just in case we run out, because I really don't want to load them up again. We are a bit tight on space, but we have just unloaded, 12 bags of seed in the shed, so it was to be expected. Perfect. Now let me strap this one back and now we can... No, we can't attach the trailer. How about now? Now we can. Well, actually, let me put the John Deere on a worker in the meantime, since it does have some liquid fertilizer left in the tank. One headland and go do your job. Okay, I'll leave you be, and now we can finally go to the farm shop right after we crash into the pole. There we go. You need to go around it, not through it. So, for the first time today, let's go to the farm shop. I'll see you there. Well, now that we know the planter uses a buttload of fertilizer, I might just buy 4 totes of it. Plus we will need it to do the second application of fertilizer. So, let's load them up, and as per usual, it is way easier to do so in first person. And that is the last one. And I need to strap them down so that we won't lose any. Plus, I really don't want to load them again. Well, I hope that 8,000 liters of liquid fertilizer will last us at least until next planting/seeding cycle. Now let's head back to the field and check up on the John Deere. And after that I have a surprise which you might have already seen on the thumbnail, so you might have already spoiled it for yourself. Okay, now how far has the 7R gotten in the time that it took us to get some more fertilizer? Oh my, it already planted. Holy smokes, it is fast. It's almost halfway done already. It still has 900 liters of fertilizer, so we are just in time. Actually, but yeah, okay, I might have over-exaggerated a tiny bit. It's actually a third of the way done. So we have a tad bit of time until it runs out completely. Let me show you the surprise. And for that we need the JCB and a cultivator, because I don't want to bother with the plow. But what am I going to bother with are the wheels on the JCB, because I want the thick JCB back. So let me quickly change out the tires from standard to the flotations. There we go, that is much better and thicker. Now for the cultivator. If you have watched any of my recent videos, you might have noticed that I have been complaining about a certain thing. So let me hook up the cultivator and I'll show you, rather than trying to explain it to you. But at least I'll try to recap it for you. For the last 3 episodes now, I have been annoyed because I wanted to combine these 2 fields with those 2 fields on the other side of that fence. But even though I own all of the land, actually, let me show you. I own all 4 plots of land, including the fence, but for some odd reason, giants in all their wisdom, even if I go into demolition mode, decided that I can't remove the bloody fence. See, I'm clicking like crazy and nothing. Well, thankfully, a Chad by the name of Akimobile uploaded a mod that now finally allows me to do this. Hide it. And yes, I am definitely sure I want to do this. Now, that is what I'm talking about. And now I can do what I have been waiting to do since the very beginning. To combine all 4 fields into one massive one. So now, luckily, I have the create fields with cultivator turned on so that it won't take that long to make my dream a reality. So I'll unfold the cultivator and I'm going to sacrifice a bit of already planted field, but it is for the greater good. Plus I can still replant it. That fence has been bothering me for the entire time that I wanted to do this. So yeah, I was really relieved when I saw the mod on the mod hub. I wonder, is this field now bigger than the big field? Have I just made this the big field? Let me check. I'm not entirely sure. It's close, but there doesn't seem to be a way to check how big a field is, not even in the AI worker screen. Anyway, it doesn't matter which is bigger. What matters is that we finally got rid of the fence. Now I can take the JCB and the cultivator back to the yard, and then we can check up on the John Deere, how it is progressing. And then I have been thinking, oh, that's a perfect timing, the planter has ran out of fertilizer, so I'll quickly park the JCB and then we will sort it out. Well, let's take the Fendt to the John Deere and fill the planter back up. I actually never tried this, Does the worker refill itself? Nope, it doesn't. It's not that smart after all. Now that's hilarious. The planter barely used 7% of seed, but it already used what? 4,000 and counting liters of fertilizer. So I really hope the yield is outstanding. Well, I'll let you finish up the field and I'll get the Fent out of the way. Okay, I think that should be enough to finish the field. But I'll park it over here just in case we will need some more. So, we now have two massive fields of corn. Well, I need to fill that bit in, but anyway, we are basically ready for harvest. Just need to wait for the corn to grow. Well, we will need to fertilize it, but yeah. Wait. What is the planter deleting? What? Why is the planter deleting one stage of fertilizer? How's that possible? Oh, I'm stupid. It's the needs rolling color. Oh, we need to roll it? To be honest, I forgot about it. Well, that is also a job for the John Deere because it has duals on, plus I don't want to go with the smallest one, so we need the horsepower. Well, there's only two options that we have, a small and a huge one. So basically, we have one option, the huge one. So we will definitely need the John Deere for it, because it requires 270 horsepower. Okay, the bottled milk production is doing fine, and the cows still have a lot of TMR. So they don't really need silage, do they? Now, that gives me an idea. We do own the BGA plant, and we have some spare silage. So it would be only logical to take this silage to the BGA and start making some money. The only thing is, I have a tiny problem. We do have the Fent with the front loader, but it only holds 800 liters, which is not that much. So I have two options. Technically, it's only one. We will need a wheel loader to compact the silage, but the question is, which one? Do I buy the big Volvo? Might be a bit of an overkill. There's also the JCB, but it weighs 5 tons less than the electric Volvo. Don't get me wrong, I love JCB, but I think I'll have to go with the Volvo on this one. Plus, I want to try the electric one. Actually, let me check the bucket selection. The JCB doesn't have that many options, but the Volvo... Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with the Volvo. And the high-tip bucket. Okay, that's sorted out. Now trailers. We do already have the Rudolph one, which is parked up top. What? Oh, I forgot. It didn't fit under the door, so it's actually down in the tunnel shed. And I went up here for no reason. For no reason whatsoever. Yep, it was over here the entire time. Now, do we buy another bigger trailer? This one with the extension is 24.5 cubic meters, but I have the weight limit turned on, so it only holds 14.8 tons. We also have the forage wagon, but it only holds 6.4 tons. I don't know why I thought it held more. I think I'll just buy another trailer. And I seem to be missing a couple of modded ones. I'll be right back. Okay, it turned out I only had one other trailer, this Crampe one, and it has the same weight capacity as the Rudolph one. How about this one, Red Rock? With the extensions, it has 40 cubic meters of capacity, and it can carry 16.9 tons. So I think I'm going to go with it. but in Chaos Orange and black extensions. Okay, another spending spree later. I wonder, can the Volvo tow the trailer? It's on, but it's silent as well. Although, for some reason, it's running at 700 RPM. Weird, didn't know about that. And it has gears. Bucket is on. Oh, thankfully, I went with the height tip one because the trailer might be a bit too tall to just dump in. Now, let's see if I can tow the trailer. It would be too good to be true. So that means we need to bring the JCB over with the ferry nonetheless. What was that all about? Why did he just ram me? I thought they were smart now. That caught me off guard. Whilst we wait for the boat to cross, I'm going to... Oh my gosh. Is the John Deere already done? Okay. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. So that changes some things. Well, I'm going to take the Volvo down to the ferry ramp. It sure ain't the fastest at 28 kilometers per hour. Okay, the ferry is now here, so I'll take it on and let's take the JCB to get the trailer. Although, now that the John Deere has finished, I should buy the roller so that it can start rolling, because we need to do that today, otherwise the corn will grow and we won't be able to roll it. That means we need to spend some more money now. It's a big thing, this is. I just hope the JCB will be able to pull it to the ferry. Yep, it's huge, but at least that means we will be done really quickly. It is moving it, and it ain't the happiest. And the JCB looks tiny in front of it. But I don't care. It just needs to take it to the ferry, and then the John Deere will take over. That is scary, going downhill with all that weight pushing you. Oh, will it even fit? Just barely. But now I have a problem. I need to go back for the trailer, so I need to move the Volvo. Well, I hate that it is starting to get dark, because it means we are running out of time, so let's hurry this thing up. Is it just me, or did the roller move on its own? Weird. Okay, whilst the ferry is driving us across, let me get the John Deere ready. Oh, I can't forget to plant the bed that we cultivated today. Okay, there we go. That is now done, in just one pass, may I add. And with that, I'm pretty sure we are done with corn planting, for now at least. So let's get the planter to the yard and unhook it. And then we need to rush to the ferry and get the roller on it, so that it can start rolling the fields. We do still have some time left in today's episode, so I'll set the roller on a worker and I'll take the JCB and the Volvo to the silage pit, and I'll load the trailer so that the BGA can start processing and making us some money. Okay, I skipped a bit, so we are now at the ferry and I need to somehow pull the roller out without pushing the JCB or the Volvo. Well, I nudged the JCB a bit, but I managed to get it out. Oh, of course, there needs to be traffic when I'm going up the narrow road. As per usual, you do you, and I will take the JCB off the ferry, and the Volvo can go on a worker to drive it to the yard. Well, that's interesting. Apparently the worker doesn't want to drive it to the destination. Interesting. So, in that case, I'll drive the Volvo and the worker can take the JCB. Yeah, now that works. Oh, I'm stupid. It has another gear that I missed. So it does go 40 kilometers per hour, which is a tiny bit faster than 28. But a couple of worker problems that I had to solve manually later, we got to the silage pit. So we now have just enough time today that I'm going to load the trailer up and take it to the BGA. There we go, all full. Don't mind the little mess on the ground, I spilled some silage whilst trying to load it. I'll clean it later. The John Deere is doing as expected, so I'll leave it be. Okay, finally, we are here, and let's dump the silage into the processor. So, the BGA does... oh my gosh! It takes 8,500 liters of silage and it turns it into 7.5 of digestate, plus 5,000 of methane and some electricity. And it does 24 cycles a month. So we are going to need a lot of silage to keep this thing in motion. Okay, so today we got rid of the annoying fence, we finished planting, and we spent some more money, but we are starting to make some as well. But unfortunately, I need to end this episode here. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I am Farmer's Chaos, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye for now.